this moment always be. La 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 la. I wanna keep this moment always be.
Good morning.
As you're driving away, come on, pick up your phone. Don't have to face it alone. Gonna fight with you, in for you. Yeah, I want you to know I will stand your ground like it's your battle. Scars and leave my ex roam up till you can feel it. Can you feel it? You can call my name, I'll hold your hand. Really keep all your secrets safe till you can feel it. Can you see?
Presented by Scott Credit Union. Your St. Louis
Fan report! I guess I got to turn the volume up. You think you could hear me without it? Oh my goodness, aloha and welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan. And it is, game day. The Blues are taking on the hated, the vaunted, the what the hell? I thought they were going to tank hard for Bedard. Chicago Blackhawks. Oh my goodness. The Blues riding a 3-game winning streak. This is a win they need. Bennington in net. We talked about this yesterday. I think that this is a good move. I actually think playing Bennington both nights is right. I could be wrong on that, but that's how I feel. There are some things going on that this team really needs. And one of the most important things for me is to get back to 500. Who we got here? Ryan Green's like flooding my thing. I got John Hefner with an aloha. Shy saying, hey, John, how you doing? And Ryan Green doing all these alohas. Ryan Green, you're going to get me mad, bud. Make me put you in timeout. Shy, how you doing? Hefner. Oh, Blocker benched again. Wow. Yeah, that surprises me. We got Wendy with the Let's Go Hard, Stockness with the Let's Go Blues, and Ryan Green. I hope we start at a B game. An 8-game streak for Chicago. Yeah, I couldn't read that. Hey, Ash, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. Thanks for joining us tonight. I know you've got your schoolwork and all that, and you've got to go into work at 3:00 in the morning. I don't know how you do that.
I wake up at 3. I go in at 4.
Say again?
I wake up at 3. I go in at 4.
When I was in the Navy, one of the worst watches to have was what we called the 4 to 8s, right? And you did it 4 in the morning to 8 in the morning, and then 1600 to 8 o'clock at night, which doesn't sound bad, right? Except when you got off at 8 o'clock in the morning, you went to work, and you worked until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you went back on watch. The only good thing about that is that's the only time that you could get a decent amount of sleep. But for me, I could never go to bed at 8 o'clock. I wasn't going to bed till 11 or 12 and then getting up at 3:30, 3 o'clock, and then throwing my uniform on and going down back out on a watch out. It was a hard one.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, we can. We can see your name there, Jason. I had Erickson Krieger yesterday. I got him fixed. He was able to show his name. I sent him the link and he clicked on it. It was great. What do we got? We got 9 watching us today, but no thumbs in the air. 5 on the BlueNote Fan Report on YouTube. Say again. Oh, we got one. Jason Nichols. Excited for tonight's game?
Sorry, kids were talking to me.
Yeah, no problem. Are you excited for tonight's game?
Absolutely. I always love when we play Chicago.
What are you looking? Well, Ryan Green sent me something earlier today, and he asked me. He says, "Does it seem like people are making a big deal out of the rivalry, but it's really not there? They don't really fight anymore. It's more historical." And yeah, I see that a little bit. I do see that a little bit. I do remember the '90s days of the big fights and all that stuff. And we're in trouble now. It's the Duel Master. Are you doing your own show tonight too, or?
No, because I opted to go live for a different game on Saturday, actually.
Oh, okay. All right, what game are you going live for on Saturday?
Blackhawks versus Bruins.
Is that in the United Center?
No, it's out in Boston.
Boston?
The next day
And then they fly back for the Hossa game?
Yep.
And is that an afternoon game, the Hossa game, or is that a night game?
It's a night game.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's an afternoon game. Ooh, that's getting screwy.
Mm-hmm. Both for a night game.
Excited. I wish Wendy would come on so I can watch his temperature rise when we win. When are you going to be here for the intermissions?
Probably not, more than likely on post game. I don't know quite yet.
Okay, no problem. You know how the link works now, right?
Yeah.
Right? And everybody knows. I mean, Erickson was like, why don't you do the post games anymore? I was like, I still do them. He's I don't get the alerts. I said, because it's one show now. Oh, okay. I've been saying it for a while, but I'm really excited for tonight. I think the Blues have a solid opportunity to do something. I'm hoping. I think that they are a good team. They are a team that can win this game. And Chicago might be one of those teams that, you see it happen a lot. You get a team that very early in the season does really well, but it doesn't maintain. It falls back. Do you think that could be happening with Chicago, Wendy?
I don't think so. I haven't really noticed it with the Hawks, really. They've been playing aggressive each and every night, and each of their games are a close, contested game. So I really haven't noticed anything where they're falling off.
Fair enough. Rookie goaltender. I mean, a lot of times they'll do good for 4 or 5 games, and then the video coaches start figuring things out. Do you think that's possible with your current goaltender?
No.
Why not?
Arvid Soderblom is legit. He's a good goaltender. This is how Soderblom's career has gone for his pro career. He's started out in the second league in the Swedish league, then got called the next year. He was in the number 1 league in the Swedish league. Hawks signed him. He played in Rockford, and he became the best goalie in the AHL last season. This year, he's getting the opportunity to play up in the NHL, and he's been outstanding in net.
I mean, it's fair enough. What are his numbers at? He's 2-2-1 with a 2.60 and a 9.31. The 9.31 is impressive. He'll be facing Bennington tonight, who is 6-5-0 with a 3.07 and a 9.04. Those numbers aren't representative of Bennington, though. And I think we talked about this last night, Wendy, and I think you kind of agree with me. The majority of the goals that have given up are not on Bennington.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, it's not poor play. It's not poor goalie play that's causing that. Hey, yeah. Dre, how you doing, buddy? I see you, man. I see you. Well, Wendy, me and Wendy talked yesterday, and Wendy said if he could, he would come on, and I appreciate Wendy a lot. He doesn't have to come on this show at all, and I know he's got like his own podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're on another podcast now, and you're doing your things. You've got your own channel. You don't have to come on this channel at all, and I get that, and I love the fact that you do. I love that you're willing to come on, and oh, by the way, you're winning the bet so far.
About
the TikTok.
Oh, okay.
It is at so I put the rant up yesterday, and me and Wendy said, we made a bet. If it didn't get 250 views in 48 hours, which would be about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time tomorrow night, I'd take it down, and it's at 75 views right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing that it won't hit there. I've been putting some other TikToks up. I've been playing around with some. I showed a little bit today. I've been playing around with some music and some pictures and things like that, trying to see what I can do. But that's great. Well, you know what, Dre? If you ever want to come on the show, you're more than welcome. I know that you're visually impaired, but man, I'd love for you to come on. I know you know a lot about sports, so all you got to do is let me know, and I'll send you a link, man. All you got to do is ask. Does the Swedish goalie enjoy Swedish fish?
I don't know anyone who likes Swedish fish.
I mean, all they are is gummies.
They're so disgusting.
My kids love them.
For me,
So are Blackhawks, but you love them.
Which ones? What'd you say, Ash?
I said the Blackhawks.
Oh.
I'm just saying that Swedish fish are just disgusting. They get stuck in your teeth, and the flavor of them are just not good.
What about Saad? You had said Saad was going to have a drop, and he's actually, he's doing well.
He may be doing well, but Saad does have those. He is a streaky player, so I could see him falling off.
The only fall off he's had was his injury. Other than that, he's played very, very well. He's very comfortable where he's playing. You know what, Dre? Hey, Dre, tomorrow, 8 p.m. your time, you want to come on the show with me? If you do, let me know, and I'll send you a link, and we'll do a show tomorrow. At least I plan on it. It could change, but I plan on it. For me, I have some favorite candies. We all know I love jelly beans. I know Ashley hates them. I love the Boston baked beans, and then I love the fruit sours. Those are my favorites. And the fruit sours, for a long time, the only place I could ever find them was in St. Louis. And then all the candy companies went out, and now maybe you just get the cherry ones, but not the assorted fruit ones. But that's me. What can we talk about? Oh, we played the Caps. I'm not worried about the Caps yet. What do you think about Bennington starting tonight?
I'm kind of surprised, granted the fact that they play a higher quality offense tomorrow in Washington.
What do you think, Ash? Ash.
It's a call.
I talked about this last night, and I said I actually liked it, right? And the reason I like it is, yes, they are. The reason I like it is, first of all, this is a rivalry game. No matter how you look at it, this is an important rivalry game. Second of all, if you win the next two, you're evened up at the 20% mark. That's exactly where you want to be. I will never be upset with a team being even after 16 games played. Never. That's a great place to be. And if the Blues can do that tonight, win tonight, win tomorrow, depending on what, Chicago's not a team that's going to take 40 shots on you. So if they can limit Chicago in the low to mid 20s, then you can easily bring Bennington back tomorrow and put him on a short leash. Now, Ashley, you're fine. You don't need headphones. You don't need a better internet. We just need you here. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. We love you here no matter what. No, game is on TNT tonight. This is your only pregame show, your only Blues-centric pregame show with a little bit of Blackhawks thrown in. Kane is a Blues killer. I'm telling you, I will look at something here real quick. They have on here Kane for the season, he's got 12 points. He's 2 goals, 10 assists. But that's not the important number. The important number is going to be, and I'll find it here in a second, is what Kane's done against Bennington. And I think against Bennington, Kane against the Blues to begin with.
Bennington all too much.
Say again?
Last year was the first time the Hawks played against Bennington.
Not sure about that.
It is.
Okay. Well, Kane has played the Blues 69 times. He's got 26 goals, 40 assists for 66 points. almost a point a game against the Blues. Blues best is Tarasenko. In 32 games played, he has 32 points, 20 goals, 12 assists, for a point a game. Ryan O'Reilly has 34 points in 43 games, 13 goals. Let's see. So against Bennington, Patrick Kane has played 4 times, has 2 goals and on 10 shots for a 20% shooting percentage. I don't even know if these other 3 guys are still on the team. 4 guys are still on the team.
What here?
Karia?
Jujhar Khaira?
Yeah.
He's still on the team.
Okay, he has a goal in a game. Sam
Lafferty's on the team.
1 goal in 3 games. Connor Murphy's still on the team, right?
Yeah, he's one of our captains.
1 goal in 5 games, and then Aeneas. Oh, I can't even pronounce that last name.
After to see you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the team.
Okay, 8 goals in 1 game. Nobody else has any goals against them. The most that have played him. Taze has played 4 games. Jack Johnson's played 4 games. Grice, they've got better numbers against, but they're not going to see Grice tonight. Who are we seeing tonight?
If we light up Bennington, we could.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're going to light up Bennington. Bennington's in the zone. I'm sorry. Bennington's in the zone. Bennington is playing, even though his numbers don't show it, he's. Say again. Well, I don't know if Parayko's out or not. I haven't heard yet. Game time decision is what we got told.
He left the ice.
He what?
Hold on.
Yeah.
He left the ice.
He left the ice during warm-ups?
Tucker's in.
Blue starters, Barbashev, Shin, Kyrou, Krug, and Falk. Parayko listed as inactive for tonight. Official NFL game staff. Tyler Tucker will make his NHL debut. I wonder if he got his lap. He might not even got his lap. That's probably going to suck.
I wonder. Here's the thing. Marianne Host is in the building. I could see the Hawks playing up higher potential with Hossa in the building tonight.
Possible. I mean that does help. That does help.
He went and had a press conference right before puck drop, so I'm assuming he went into the locker room and kind of talked with the players in the locker room.
Yep. Hey, Dre Montez, Ryan Green, Jason Nichols, thank you for putting them thumbs in the air. Philip, hey, welcome back to the show. Haven't seen you in a while. Don't forget, if you're watching on Facebook, put them thumbs in the air. If you're watching on YouTube, please do that also. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. Since the Cup Year Darkness, I agree. Wendy, is Pat Foley still? No, he's gone, right?
Pat Foley is retired.
Yeah.
John Weideman's our radio broadcaster.
Yep. Matt Lowe says we got the manpower though, Wendy. I do think that top to bottom we have a better team, right? I think that you can definitely put Kane above Tarasenko. I'll admit that. I think O'Reilly and Taze are very close to even, with maybe Taze being.
I would give the Hawks the edge down the center side because the Hawks, the way they play at the dot, they are the best team at it this year. I would give the Hawks the edge at the dot. So at center, I would give the Hawks the edge, but everywhere else, I would give St. Louis probably the edge.
Yeah, I give St. Louis the edge in goaltending. I give them the edge in power play. Even though the power play and penalty kill have been worse, I still think that they're better. I think they're better. I think they're getting better. I think they're finding their rhythm. Right?
Our power play and your guys' power play are about the same. Hawks are 23rd in the season, and you guys are ranked 27th. When I looked it up.
Okay, well I'll tell you here just in a second. Here we go. So the Blues are 16th in the league at 21.6.
Okay.
You were 15th in the league at 21.7.
So I got the PK and power play flipped up. That's
power play. You're at home You are 16th at 22.2. The Blues are 26 at 15.0 on the road for the power play. For the penalty kill, the Blues are at 74.2% or 72.4% for 27th in the NHL. You guys are at 75.9% for 24th in the NHL, so they're very close. But you have the 4 shorthanded goals scored where we haven't scored one yet and given up one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I mean, you're +3 in that. We're -1.
Mm-hmm.
I still, but here's the thing. In penalties, we're averaging 5.9 minutes per game. Per game, 3 penalties a game, whereas you guys are averaging 11.5 minutes per game, or almost 6 penalties per game. And I think if you're going to take that many penalties against us, we're going to make you pay.
The thing with the Hawks in the last 5 games, the Hawks have been taking a lot less penalties. They've been cleaning up their game. There was a game where the Hawks had a total of 13 penalties. So beside those 2 games that had the 13 plus penalties in both of those games, that jumped the Hawks penalty minutes and game really high.
I can see that because we're still low in games. I mean, you guys have played what? I know you guys are above us in games. I think you played 2 more games than us.
We are at game number 16 tonight.
Yeah, and we're at game 15, so we're a game behind you. All right? But the Blues went 2 straight games without a penalty before they took 5 in the last one and did give up 1 power play goal. I lost Ashley. Might be having some issues. No problem. So what are your expectations for tonight, bud?
I honestly think we are going to see a kind of grinded out type of game where both teams are battling on the boards, which this Hawks team loves to get teams to. And if the Hawks play the board game, the Hawks have the chance in winning this game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you there. We got about 11 minutes before the puck drop. But at the same time, I do think that the Blues are coming in knowing that they need to win this game. Mm-hmm. And I don't think the Hawks are feeling that. Does that kind of make sense?
Not at all. I can understand where you're coming from, but the fact that this Hawks team each and every night competes to the point where, yeah, they were written off at the beginning of the year to be the worst team in hockey. They're here and they're wanting to play upset hockey each and every night.
The only way the Blackhawks win is if they sign Happy Gilmore at the blue line.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, no problem, Ash.
Happy Gilmore wasn't even a hockey movie.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was nice the way they put hockey in there a little bit. But
yeah, but it wasn't really a hockey movie.
Oh. What's your favorite hockey movie of all time?
Well, you have to put Slapshot on that list.
Slapshot's my second.
Just for comedy factor, Slapshot's up there. Yeah. Then I would put Miracle as number 2.
Well, actually, see, I have Miracle lower because Miracle is a good movie, but there was a very important thing that they left out in Miracle that would have changed the movie completely. And for me, my favorite movie, and Jason knows it, is Mystery Alaska.
I'm not a fan of that movie. I've seen it a few times and I've never got into it.
I'm surprised. I would think you would get into that because I felt that the hockey is life. Mm-hmm. Because that's what it was. That's what that movie was. If you were looking, if you had to do, your little synopsis of that movie, hockey is life. That's what that movie was. And then for me, like my third movie is Youngblood. Mm-hmm. Right? I have Slapshot. Slapshot would be 4. But my issue with Slapshot is I understand when it came out, where it was, but it took the level of fighting and violence even at that point and
They jumped it.
yeah, you
I
know, they
know
made
where
it
you're coming from.
unrealistic.
I know what you're saying. I
Right?
didn't
It's like
like
Goon.
it. I like it. What was that?
Goon. That's what Goon did.
Yeah, Goon did the same thing. I liked Goon because I like a couple of those actors in that movie. But for Slapshot, you have to put it in with the time it was made. It's a hockey classic, and just for comedy factor,
Yeah.
that's why I have it up
Oh,
there.
I'm not gonna disagree, and that's fine. I just for me, I've had the goalie on my show.
You
The
did?
guy that huh?
You did?
Yeah. The guy that
Now, I
played the
did not
goalie was on
realize
my
that.
show. Huh?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I've had him on here. I ended up connecting to him with Facebook, and he came on the show, and we did one. I can't think of his name now; it's slipping me. But yeah, I had him on. He was a really good guy. He wasn't a goalie. The one thing he did say, and I guess this is everybody knows this now. When he drops his stick on the announcer's foot, he actually hit the announcer's foot. Right? In
Okay.
every take, he pulled his leg in.
Yeah.
In that one, he didn't, and he dropped it, and he hit him right on the foot. So that reaction is a real reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, bud. Well, have a good one. We'll see you at the intermissions if you can. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Wendy. We'll see you later, buddy.
All right. Go Hawks.
Okay, bye now. Well, guys, we're almost there. Puck drops very shortly, so I'm going to back out and let you guys get ready for puck drop and all that fun stuff. Don't forget, the chat's still running. Be here. Be here for the intermission shows. Let me know what you got. Let's hope for a Blues win. I love you all. Aloha mahalo, and I'll see you at the first intermission.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Aloha and welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. This is your first intermission show brought to you by nobody. Just me. Wow. Good period for the Blues. They are up 1-0. Blues ended up taking 9 shots while allowing 7. Need to try and get that number down a little bit. Bennington made one beautiful save early. Kept it there. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play, if I'm correct. Yes, 0 for 1 on the power play. Let's see here. So we'll do the stats real quick. See if anybody shows up. I don't know, but I'm here. Hey, buddy. Hey, Shackle. Danny Johnson. Oh, Danny, I get to see your name for a change. I wonder which account you're on. Hey. Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters. Figured it out. Okay. Blues took 9 shots. Had 3 that were blocked, 3 that missed the net. That is 15 attempts. They had 4 hits. They had 1 giveaway, 2 takeaways. I like the giveaway. Wish the takeaways were higher. They had blocked 3 shots. Lost the faceoff battle 6-10 for 38%. The 63%. Well, the numbers in there. Rounded up. Blackhawks got 7 shots. They had 3 blocked and 3 missed the net. So they had a total of 13 attempts. They had 3 hits to the Blues 4. They had 1 giveaway. They had 2 takeaways. And the numbers are pretty even. Kyle, have not seen you in a while. You know who we're missing? I was thinking about this yesterday. Golf King. Where the hell's Golf King? Golf King's the reason for the rant, and Golf King's gone. I must have pissed him off. Anybody knows Golf King? That might be it, Danny. But I'm seeing your name, buddy. I was listening to the radio today and how the dads are mad because the moms got involved. I don't know about that. I think it was time for him to do a mom's trip. And you know what? I don't know why they don't do both of them. Do a mom's and a dad's trip. Do a mom's trip, split. Do one early in the season, one late in the season. I think that would be cool. I think Tucker wants to drop the mitts in his debut. I think he does because he didn't get his lap. I don't think he got his lap because they didn't know it was going to start. I'd like to know what's wrong with Parayko. I shouldn't say start, but be in the lineup. So I'm hoping that, he's played so far. I mean, you look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers really quick. What has Tucker had? Tyler Tucker, number 75, has been on the ice for 2 minutes and 52 seconds. So he's had 5 shifts. And that's it. He really hadn't touched the puck. So if he can get in there and get a fight going or drop the mitts, maybe that'll help. My summary's not working right here. Here we go. Okay. Letty took a holding penalty at the 1952 mark, so they're going to start. They're going to start the period on the power play. So that's something the Blues need to be. Or Chicago is going to start on the power play, so the Blues need to be aware of that. Chicago killed off a pair from Jack Johnson at 2:23 for tripping. That has got to be the most called penalty. I mean, they call that no matter what, almost no matter what. Both goalies have played well. Soderbergh gave up the 1 goal, but it was a good goal. I mean, it wasn't like it was a bad goal for him to give up. So what's up with the Hawks dominate the board play? Well, let's see if they can, that they get into their game or not. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Bortuzzo's mom broke her foot and had a cast, so his dad drove his mom all the way down to Chicago for the game. I found it. Well, actually, this is the first time that they've had a mom's trip. It's always been the dads up to this point. right? And the dads are 7-1-1 with one missed game, and the moms are now 1-0, right? Still can't believe Blueberry didn't let his mom play for. I don't know about that. See his mom, let him see his mom see him play. I'm not sure why he doesn't have Walker. To be honest, I don't. I do. I think Tucker is going to drop gloves. I think that it's coming, and I think it's the traffic around Bennington, right? That traffic around Bennington is what's going to cause it, right? And I think that's the issue there. Hey, let me say a big thank you to Jose Figueres, who I can see his name. Yay, Jose. Jose, can you see? You're much funnier than me. Joe Butler, Tammy Pemberton, she loves me. Dre Montez, Dre, I want to have you. I don't know if you're here for the intermission. I'm going to send you a message. I'm going to try and get you on the show Monday or Friday. Ryan Green, oh man, Ryan Green, thank you. Ryan Green, Jason Nichols, thank you, man. Jose, thank you. Nope, I don't know what you did, but you're no longer anonymous. You guys have really, all of you guys, you're creating a family here, and I don't know if you know it or not, but you are. Marianne Holmes, Aaron Colchier, thank you. Really, right now in my life, there's a lot of personal turmoil, a lot of things that are going bad. Buck luck. And I'm using TikTok to talk about it. I talk about it here. But what's helping? I'll tell you what's helping me more than anything. Because the person that could help me the most has decided not to. Okay, and they have every right to do that. That's their decision. I can't do anything about that decision. I can't. But you guys can do something about me, and you do. The messages I get from John Hefner, I get messages almost every day. I get messages from Ryan Green almost daily. I get messages from Jason almost daily. Shockey makes sure I know that I'm part of Team Delta. You know what? You're absolutely right, Shockey. Shock, and I've said this, and it's really hard for me to feel like I'm part of the team. I'm not in the team chats. I don't hear what's going on a daily basis. And in my mind, that clouds a lot of things. And I cannot, I can't get out of that cloud that's put on there. Right? And I said once they got to 500, I'll flip the flag back. Got to be to 500. Sorry, give me a second here. Now I'm in my head again. Wow, man, I went really deep into my head. I'm not there and I can't be a part of it. But you, Chris, you make sure I know what's going on with Delta, and you make sure I feel comfortable and that I know that I'm a member of Team Delta, no matter what anybody else says. And I appreciate that, man. I really do. And Jose, you cheer me up all the time, my friend. I got to ask you a question though. You put a post out, a reel, I guess it was, and you talked about heckling the audience. And I was concerned that was directed at me. Was it directed at me or not? I don't think I heckled the audience. I was trying to make the audience part of the act. But if you think I did, then that's what it is. No, I wore it yesterday, but it is just too hot. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's not going anywhere. But I can't handle the heat right now. Has it been a year? Has it been a year? No, I don't think it's been a year, but close. Okay. Well, see, Jose, that's the way my mind works. Right? That's the way, Bud, that's the way my mind works. I take things that are said like that. Oh no, I get that. It is good advice. There has to. I mean, it's good to get audiences involved, but you have to do it the right way. And I don't have that. I haven't learned that yet. Right? And actually, I don't think I'm very funny, so I could never be a stand up. How about sellout from City? Oh, I know, that is so cool, man. The kilts out. You know, they're not that far away. You know, they start in what, March, February or March. You know, the draft is up now, but a lot of these players won't be on the team. They sign guys. You know, I'm not expecting much from them. I'm expecting them to come into last place, but let's see what happens. Right? Let's see what happens. You know, I was covering them, but they changed the way they do it, and I lost my email address, so I'm kind of out of it. But when I get home, I should say more when, I will get that restarted. I will get a new email address that I can use with them, and I will cover them. Right? I will be at the games. Well, I hope not. They're showing Yandel's golf cart he got for being the Iron Man, but he's not the Iron Man anymore. Right? That's now Kessel, and he's like at 1,000 games. Yeah, they were, but you know, that was if you really look at what that was set up, they were set up to win that league. Right? That was absolutely, they had guys playing in that league that were basically guys that were going to be starters and not as many junior guys. Damon, I'm trying. And you know what? But see, let me say this. And I mean this. When I do come back to St. Louis and I set these events up, you know, I need your help finding places to set these events up, and then I need you to show up. I did a whole bunch of events in Clayton, right in the middle, and really got only a couple people to show up. And that, you know, that makes it hard if that's not happening, if people aren't showing up. Yep, Danny, that's something that I might try and cover too. I think I've talked to a couple of people from them. I'll reach back out once I know more. We got more. Damian Wilburn. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Thank you, my friend. 14 people watching. We are getting close to the end of the first. I think I've covered all the stats. What do I think we're going to see? I appreciate that, man. What do I think we're going to see? I think we're going to see a solid period again by the Blues. I know the Blackhawks are going to come out heavy. Blues need to put pucks in the net, right? They really need a good big game, and they need to limit Chicago, because I'll be honest with you right now, Bennington needs to start tomorrow, and Bennington can't start if he's facing 35 to 40 shots. That number's got to be 20 to 25, and it's already 7. Okay? So 7, 14, 21 if you maintain that, but teams rarely maintain that, and we know that, right? Second period, the Blues have given up a lot of shots, right? They've got to really plan hard. They've got to do the things that they got to come in. This is a big game, and tomorrow is a big game. You win both of these, and not only are you on a 5-game win streak, you're back to 500. And that's huge. And I talked about that during the losing streak. You know, we're only this game, we're only this, we're only that. You know, we were at a point and 500 is important. 500 is what sets you up down the road, right? And if you're going to be 500 before Thanksgiving, which you need to be better than 500 going into December. And this is how you get there. This is absolutely how you get there. I love what the Blues are doing in this game. I hope they keep it up. I really do. I want to see him continue to play this style of hockey. Right? I really do. I hope they do. I want them to. But whether or not it happens, we don't know. We just don't know. Right? I predict we're going to get a shorthanded goal to start the second period. I think it's either going to be Barbashev or Butch, and I have a feeling that Mikkola is going to score soon. He's getting in some really good position. He's been pinching a lot lately. He's had a lot of good pinching lately, right? And I hope he continues to keep it up. I really do. I do like what Mikkola does on a daily basis. I really do. I like how he plays. I've been a fan of his for a while. I got turned on to him by somebody, and the more I watch, the better I am. Off game talk it. The people I've met going home to St. Louis, parties and throwing for Lana, and all you, man, and that's great, and I appreciate that. Unfortunately, for some reason when I came home, I think COVID had a lot to do with it, but that's fine. And Jose, I want to come out to a show again soon. If you can, message me when some of your shows are, or, where I can go, where you're gonna, take care of me. I know you do when you can, and I know, and I get that, and I appreciate that because it's your money, and you got to pay people, so I love it. Kyler, and I love that. I love it. I like that I think he's good on defense too, Kyler. I really do. I really do. I think he's been good. I think he's been strong, and I'm hoping he stays strong. What do I got? I got an assist from O'Reilly. Here we go. I'm looking at my fantasy roster. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, I'm going to have to make one of them, bud. I don't have a car right now, so I probably got to Uber it down there, but I'm going to make it for you. And if you need me to pay to get in, I'll pay to get in. I'll do that for you, buddy. I appreciate you. All right? Yeah, they're going to retire Host's number next week. Oh, he's at the game. Here we go. Wendy was talking about it. No, I live in Salt Lake, bud. I live in Salt Lake. Hey, guy, what's wrong with Colt? I don't know. I do not know. It sounds like it's a walking wounded thing. I think he's probably more day-to-day than anything else. I don't think he'll play tomorrow, to be honest, but I could see him coming back for the Saturday game. Right? I could. Where am I at now? I'm kind of lost. I'm lost. Lost in the world of disappointment. Okay, game's back on. See you at the second intermission. Aloha.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Aloha and mahalo, and welcome back to the Blue Note Fan Report. This is your second intermission show, sponsored by It Could Be You. It's not real expensive. Come on, get your business out here and sponsor this wonderful show that gets tens and tens of views. The Blues are leading 4-2-2. There were 5 goals in that period. The Blues got 3 of them, and sorry, I hit the wrong button and just disappeared. Blues, 5 goals in that period. The Blues get 3, and sandwiched between those 3 are 2 by I Hate to See You. Not to say you. Gets 2 goals. One's a power play. The Blues get a shorthanded goal. Wow. I mean, it was a fast period. Blues took. Hold on. Let me get this right. The Blues took 18 shots in that period and gave up 10. So the numbers are 27-17. If they can keep this number, down, I can see Bennington starting tomorrow. He's only had like 2 hard saves. Anaseyu's been left wide open twice. 2 mistakes have caused that. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, he's still playing a great game. And he's playing a really good game. Yeah, the buttons on the side of the mouse that I don't expect, Didn't realize they were there and caught them. It has been a very good game. Yep, Janny, you are winning this one. You know what, guys? I got to use the restroom. Be right back. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that, man. All of a sudden, it just hit me really hard, and I didn't want to make a mess here in my studio. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just all of a sudden, the game was so exciting. I didn't think about going, and I needed to. I wasn't late. I was on time. Yeah, kind of. I'm sorry, man. You guys are great, man. Okay, let's go over the stats here. 5 goals that period. At the 5:12 mark, Jordan Kyrou pops one in from Nick Leddy to make it 2-0, and then not just over 2 minutes later, Chicago's Anaseyou from Domi and Kane, even strength goal to make it 2-1. Then there's a penalty on Bushnevich, kind of a tough one. Bushnevich really didn't have a chance, but it is what it is. O'Reilly's able to get an unassisted shorthanded goal. O'Reilly, that is 3 goals in his last 3 games. Keep it up, O'Reilly. And then Anaseyou on the same power play for Chicago gets one from Khrushchev and Kyra, whatever it is. I don't have Lindy here. And then Pitlick. Pitlick drops in his first of the season, and Alexandrov gets his first ever NHL point. Congratulations, Alexandrov. Kari gets another assist, and it is 4-2 Blues. Blues took a total of 18 shots that period for 27 for the game. The Blackhawks have 10 shots that period for 17 for the game. The Blackhawks have 11 that missed the net, and 5 that are 11 that were blocked, and 5 that missed the net. Sorry. That's 33, if my numbers are right. 33 attempts for them. They had 6 hits to the Blues, 6 hits. Now that's something you guys think that they're a heavy hitting team, and we are, but there's only been 12 hits total, right? They had 6 giveaways, 5 takeaways. The takeaways is a little high. I like that giveaway number. They blocked 8 shots. They are winning the faceoff battle, 17-18 for 15% to 48%. Man, I'll tell you what. I mean, Wendy talked about it. Jonathan Toews, 13-3 in the faceoff circle, and at one point he was 13-0. Can't hear anything? That might be you, Ryan. Everybody else I think is good. It looks like it's working to me. I'm seeing everything moving. Someone send Ryan. Yeah, fine here, Ryan. I think it's on Ryan, buds. He's just been outstanding. The rest of the team now, Lafferty's 0 for 5. Anaseu's 0-1. They got an 0-2. Their guys are not helping them. Not helping. It's a one-man show on the faceoffs. For the Blues, the 27 shots, they had 8 blocked and 6 that have missed the net. And I guess I'm thinking that's 41 attempts. So I could be wrong, something like that. I think 41 attempts. My math is bad. 41 attempts. Blues had the 6 hits. They've had 1 giveaway. There you go. 1 giveaway and 5 takeaways. That's a good number. They blocked 11 shots. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. The Lance man is here.
Trouble has arrived.
You are on full blast. Oh, man. What do you got? I mean, the Blues are playing good hockey tonight.
The Blues, there's times we've seen them, Guy, where they play that wide open game or they play that tough defensive game. But this game has been a combination of both. They went up and down with Chicago. And I don't know if people realize it. And I said at the beginning of the season, Chicago's got a pretty speedy young team that they really do. But the Blues have played defensively at parts, but then they've also skated with Chicago. And, I'm not a big Cal Rosen fan. I'm more of a Pitlick fan than, these guys that just come in. But you're going to need games where guys like Rosen, guys like Levo, guys like Pitlick, who really aren't supposed to be big contributors on the team, you need them to contribute. And they've contributed very heavily in all of these wins and in today's game.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think that what you're seeing tonight is what we were hoping to see during that 8-game losing streak. It's not a streaky team. I kept saying this. This isn't a broken team. This is a good team playing bad hockey. That's something that time will take care of. Right? It's not like you had guys that just couldn't play. You have guys that can play.
Yep. There's a
you're
difference.
Seeing that in this winning streak. Now, tomorrow is going to be just as important, and I'm not looking ahead of the next 20 minutes.
No.
But you still have a very important game tomorrow night.
Yeah. And we can look at it, the difference between these several wins in a row, and now they're beating the Blackhawks heading into the third. Look at all those games that they lost. Did you ever really look at them and go, man, they're really playing like a team tonight? They never played like a team in any of those losses.
One of them they did.
That's right. The one. Yeah, you're right.
The Edmonton game.
Edmonton game. They played pretty well.
Yeah,
but
that was a
they have to play a team.
Even that 3-1 loss was still a statement.
Yeah.
Even after shutting them out 2-0, they came back and played them just as hard.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
right? It was after that the wheels fell off. Right? It was after that the wheels fell off because they lost 4-0, and then they lose 3-1, and then it's just all the wheels falling off.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight, I'm because Wendy came on and saying, well, we've been playing great and Tays in the faceoffs, and we are shorthanded and all this stuff, and the Blues just haven't had it. They've got the lead, early, and then they've held on to it. Right? Yep. The closest they've gotten to is a 1-goal game. Right? You lose 8 in a row, people are going to panic. I get that. And it doesn't matter when you lose them. You lose them now, you lose them in January, you lose them in March. It's going to happen. I understand that. Wendy told me that he had some stuff to do, that he may be back for the postgame. All right? But for me, the thing that I'm looking at, that I looked at, and I kept saying this, I said, look, guys, that 3-game winning streak at the beginning, that's huge. Because this 8-game losing streak's not going to hurt us as much as everybody thinks it is. We're only 2 wins away from 500. If you can be at 500 or better going into December, you can have a good season.
Yeah,
you can have a good season.
Yeah, or you can be worse than 500 and win the cup like the Blues did in 2018-19.
Yeah. But what I'm saying right now with this league, you need this is a team that I think, with the teams that are ahead of them, needs to be 500 going into December.
Yeah, and you know what? I know everybody loves Colorado, but I'm going to tell you this right now: there's no team in the Central that I really go, oh my, I hope the Blues would never meet them in the playoffs. There's no team that I can say that about, and it's no disrespect to the other teams. It's not. Yeah, but there's no team that really scares me.
I would kind of put that on Colorado right now, because I know we just beat them, but we beat them with a watered down roster. They've got a lot of injuries.
Scare me. They still don't scare me.
Well, we'll see. To me, for me, I need the Blues to really take a game against them when they have the full roster and blow them out. They need to blow them out when it matters.
We've also got to look at it this way. Colorado has beaten them in the past when the Blues didn't have a full roster. So, I mean, you got to play with who you have, and you got to play against a team that has who they have. You can't, worry about either way. But anyway.
Yeah, no. You're right. I'm trying to keep up with all your guys' stuff. We lost 8 in a row, and people panic, just like every year in St. Louis sport. It only takes a winning 2 or 3 games in a row, and they're in the playoffs. It's going to be more than that. I talked about that. Chi-Town is now like Edmonton. They have toes. I think that's what it means. No, Tays is. I see Tays falling back. I really do. I see Tays falling back. He's doing great now, but this team, you look up and down that roster, and other than Tays and Kane, what do they got? Sooner or later that roster is going to fall back to earth. Right? It's just me. And the rookie goalie that Wendy was the Blues have made him look subhuman tonight. I guess that's the right way to say it. He's not letting. He hasn't been that. I'm not looking at him going, oh my goodness, here's the next coming of the goalie gods. You know what I mean?
No, he's, in my mind, at this point in his career, since he's so young, he's one of those guys that he will make some good saves and he will keep you in games. And that's all you can ask out of a young goalie. I'm with you. I haven't seen enough of him, to really tell me this is going to be a great goaltender. But he's steady, but there's going to be nights where he gets hit up a lot and he's going to give up some goals.
Yeah. This is the first period. The Blues finally are starting to win the second period. They won that one 3-2, so a +1. But that's 2 periods in a row they've won. They haven't done that in a while. Really, you go back and you look against Chicago or Colorado. I think they only won 1 period. They tied 1-1 and lost 1, or it was 1 tied 1. They tied 2 and won 1. Right? I think that's what it was. Because they were 0-0 after the first. It was 2-1 after the second and 3-2 after the third, if I remember right. So this is the first time they've won 2 periods in a row. And I don't think people look at that, how important that really is to win periods. Because you can't win the game unless you're winning periods. And you've got to be able to keep it, You know, you can lose a period 1-0 and be in a game. You can lose a period 2-0, but you lose 2 periods 2-0. All of a sudden, you're down 4-0 going into the third, and you're not going to be able to get there.
Yeah. Fans normally think of games. You know, they played. Well, I'm going to tell you the way any coach I ever played for looked at it: shifts. Did we win those shifts? Did we win this shift? Why didn't we win that shift? What can we do better with those guys on that shift? And they break it down in periods, but trust me, they break it down to every single shift.
Oh yeah, no, I know that, but I mean, for a fan, that's hard to break it into a shift.
Yeah,
but
it is. Yeah.
But breaking into a period and saying, okay, we won this period, and you know, you got to look at that, and that's a thing by score, right? You've got to outscore to win the period, or you tie the period. You win or lose or tie. You know, there's no, it was 0-0, but we outplayed them. No, you didn't win the period, right? And I think that's what's important to think about. You know, and I think they can, John. I think they can. You know, I keep saying this. So I look at 10% hunks. 16 games is right at that 20% mark, right? And if you can win the next 2 games, you're 500. When at the 8-game mark, you were, 10% before, you were in bad shape. You were 5-3 or 3-5. Now you're 500. 8 games later, I'll take that. I'll even take being 1 game under 500. Though I would like to beat the Caps at home, especially in the jerseys. But that's what I'm looking at. I've covered stats. What are your expectations for the third, Lance?
I don't see anything changing. I think the Blues are going to play exactly the way they've been playing. I mean, I know we harp on this every single time. You harp a lot on the neutral zone play, and I thought they've been pretty good for the most of the game in the neutral zone.
Most of it, yeah.
I think they've been better. There's times where they've allowed too much pressure in on them at the blue line, but I think overall they've been better this game than they did in that losing streak.
Both of Chicago goals came from the neutral zone.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Both of them came from the neutral zone. They were the way he was able to get through the neutral zone, set up both of those goals. Right,
Yep.
That's plain and simple. Right,
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't slowed up in the neutral zone. He was able to go through with speed. He hit the line with speed. He was able to get in front of a player. You know that's what I talk about when I say 80% of your goals come through the neutral zone. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Well, the thing about it is, if you can't stop him and you can't stop the flow from the neutral zone, you've got to be able to stand up at the blue line and at least be with a guy and with your guy at going into the blue line. And
But if he's coming in with full speed, you're not, and you're backwards, you're not going to be able to stay with him. He's going to get behind you. Right? You've got to be able, if he's coming in like that, you've got to actually just run right up to him and knock him off the puck. Okay, we're almost back. So enjoy this. See you at post game. Love y'all. Aloha.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues!
Well, I wasn't supposed to pop up that quick. I tried to do this. Wow. Hey, yeah. Wow. Oh, a couple of people were playing. Larry Nardo says, "Do you guys think Jordan Kyrou will get one more shot on target?" I think he did. He don't do much. I don't know about that. Let's see. Stream. Oh, okay. No. So Greg doesn't know what we do here. Greg, you're probably not here. During the game, I cannot show the game, and I'm not good at the reaction shows because I'm paying so much attention. I don't really talk about what I'm seeing. So we're on during the intermissions and that. So you just kind of got to be ready for us, my friends. Oh, we got some more likes. Dale Clunk, actually doing Ryan Green's added into there. Thank you so much. How awesome to get 3 in a row and 2 against our division. Actually, that's 4 in a row, right? Yeah, I think we're 4 in a row. Or no, 4 in a row. We're back to 4. We're at 4 in a row. So yeah, and back to back against our division. So keep it going. We win the next one, make it 5 in a row, and there we are. We're back to even. We got a big game tomorrow night. Yeah, Scott Darling's probably not. I seen that stuff. It was all joking. I'm not going to take that as serious. That's a W. Good win for the Blues with the 2-0. Yeah, he did play great in front of his mom, but Riley with his mom. Good game. Good game. All right, it's what the Blues needed. Let's take a look at that. It's what I needed in my fantasy, man. Now I got 4 wins. And that's going to make it 4 wins with an overtime win. I got an overtime win with another goalie a couple nights ago. Behind in goals against and a couple other categories, but that helped me out. If he doesn't start another goalie, he's going to win. So I'm going to have to start at goalies to try and keep my numbers down. Bennington did me great tonight. I don't think he'll start tomorrow. He might. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, 4 in a row, man. 4 in a row. Absolutely. It's good. Well, that's the first game, I think, all season that we won all 3 periods, to be honest. We won all 3 periods. We were up 1-0 after the first. We won the second 3-2. We won the third 1-0. Well, that's how you win the game, right? And if you can keep doing those things, you're going to win more games. You have to win periods. And I talked about that. And that's what the Blues did tonight. They won the period when they had to. And that is why we are where we're at. It's that plain and that simple, right? You win the period. Excuse me. You win the periods and you're going to win the game. No, I did not, but. I'd have to look at I haven't really taken a good look at the standings. I'd have to look at them to make sure. Maybe you're right. Let me see if I can pull them up and see. Because it all depends on who's playing tomorrow too. That's got a lot to do with it. Because tomorrow should be a pretty full schedule since today was light. They don't have them with the points for this game yet, so there should be at 16 points. Let me do the wild card here. Wild card. So in the wild card, we jumped up. Yeah, no, we did get it. So 15 games. So we're right behind Chicago. No, we're a little bit out of that wild card, my friend. We are definitely out of the wild card. 16th. Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure both. Well, Edmonton plays tonight, so that could change that. I'm not sure about Calgary. You've got so many teams ahead of you, though. That's the thing, you know. And if I'm just real quick looking at tomorrow's schedule, okay, Calgary plays Tampa Bay, right? They're ahead of you. There's 13 games tomorrow, right? So for us to theoretically, I don't think we could. San Jose plays the Red Wings, so they could lose there. Kraken play the Rangers. Knights play the Coyotes. Coyotes are behind us. Avalanche, Dallas Stars play the Panthers. Blue Jackets. Well, maybe. Ducks are behind us. Winnipeg's up. Yeah, no, you're right. Now that I look at it, there is a chance. You know, there is a chance. You'd have to win and hope a lot of teams lose. But the big thing is going to be this right here, getting to that 500 mark, right? You win tomorrow and you get to that 500, that's what's going to be important, right? That's absolutely going to be important. Go in tomorrow, get to the 500 mark, and then go from there. You don't worry about any of this other stuff until you get there. Dallas is my surprise so far. Winnipeg, I mean, I was touting Winnipeg for a while. I mean, it may not last, but that's where they're at. Colorado is in a good position, but could easily fall. We'll just have to see. I mean, the Blues are still here. They're a game short of 500, and they're minus 13. They have definitely got to just start scoring goals. Start scoring goals, right? That's what it comes down to. Start scoring goals. You do that. Yeah. Saying that they probably need to play better defensively. Yeah, I think so. What were the shots? Let me go over the stats here real quick. Let's go over stats. I was looking at some stuff for you guys. Here we go. Hey, Jason Langford. Haven't seen you in for a while. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Okay, so here we go. Blues ended up taking 35 shots. They were led by Mikko Mikkola with 4 and Justin Falk with 4. Tarasenko had 3. Attempts, 5. I think 5 attempts were the most. No, 3, 4, 5, 3. Yeah, 5 attempts were the most, and a couple of different guys had it. They had 9 blocked. They had 7 missed the net. At 16, 51 attempts. They had 10 hits. They had 1 giveaway. There's an important thing. 1 giveaway. They had 8 takeaways. They definitely were getting that puck control. 18. They blocked 18 shots. They lost the face-off battle 21-29 for 42 to 58. However, you know, you look at Jonathan Toews. He was 18-5. Right? I mean, that was their face-off guy. You take him out of the equation, and they're dominating the face-off circle. Chicago had 26 shots. I wanted that number to be between 25 and 30, and that's where they got it. Well, I got sound. They had 18 that were blocked, 10 that missed the net. That's 28 and 26. 64 attempts. 54 attempts. So close. They had the 10 hits also. They had 8 giveaways. So the Blues 1 giveaway. They had 8 takeaways. Blues had 8 takeaways. They only blocked 9 shots when the Blues blocked 18. I mean, there you go. There's your game right there. Bennington played well tonight. I don't put either one of those goals against him. Both of those goals happened in the neutral zone. Remember, a week ago during the 8-game losing streak, I said 2 big things had to happen. One said that Todd has to step in for Ron's role. He has. And they have to let Kyrou be Kyrou. They have. Yeah, great points, bud. Jason, great points. I am with you all the way on that, right? So Ben can have enough workout to still sit tomorrow, right? I don't know. I don't know. For me, I'd kind of watch him at practice and see how he was at practice and go from there. I really would. I do that. Saad does look good. The guys played well tonight. They played well in front of their moms. They did what they had to do. I have to say, I'm excited. You want Benny in? Yeah. I kind of think that Benny should play, and then on Saturday night you put in Grice, but who knows? Outside in the third, yep, I'll agree with that. In the third, let me see something here. In the third, the Blues ended up having 8 shots. They had 9, right? So, yeah, the team behind is going to have more shots, but, you capitalized. That's the important part. You won the periods and you capitalized, right? You did give up you got a power play goal. You didn't give up one, right? I don't think, we didn't give up a power play goal, did we? Yeah, we did give up one. So we didn't get one. We had a shorthanded. We gave up one. So we got to work a little bit on our special teams. We got to get our special teams back to where they belong. Here you go with the away again. So the 3 stars were Kairu was the 3rd star. I'd like to meet you was the 2nd star, though he did have 2 goals, and O'Reilly was the 1st star. O'Reilly had a goal and an assist, I think. Yeah, a goal and an assist. So then he had the game-winning goal. All right, so you go there. Want Grice in personally? I don't know, man. That's a big one. Yep, you're right. I caught that. He has taken the role of a two-way player. He's getting back on defense and getting the dirty work in on the offense. He has made his line mates better. Are we talking about Saad? I will agree with that. You know what, guys? Got the game tomorrow, so I'm not going to do a long post-game show. I'm going to kind of end this one here. They've got the new game coming up, so I don't take you away from that. I appreciate each and every one of you. 3-hour show. Thank you. This is Guy the White Blues fan saying aloha mahalo, and I'll see you tomorrow night as the Blues take on the Washington Capitals.